Josh, I'm sure NC State doesn't want to see you one more minute this season. You had 27 against them in Raleigh, 25 here tonight. I know it had to be a frustrating loss, but that was a heck of a comeback down the stretch from down 14, 3:09 to play. And Todrick had a three at the buzzer to perhaps win it. Coming off that short turnaround, did it feel maybe like you guys are feeling the effects of that Syracuse game, that it took a while to get the legs going in this one?
I don't think it was our legs. I just think mentally we weren't there in the first half defensively. They had too many open looks. They had too many open drives to the open lanes to drive to the basket, and we didn't do what we were supposed to do on defense. And we had to come back the whole game.
Well, everybody was talking about Dennis Smith Jr. coming in, and he had 18 points, but you outdid him with 25 and 11 of 17 from the floor. How were you able to attack NC State to have so much success tonight?
Just try to beat them in transition. As soon as they miss or they score, get the ball out quick and just stay 1 foot ahead of them.
I know it's tough to fall like that, but down 14, a lot of teams could have just packed it in. What does it say about the fortitude of this team that you guys are able to scratch and claw and dig your way out of a hole and give yourself a chance to win? I know there might not be any consolation in that, but it does show a little bit about the toughness of this team, does it not?
Yeah, definitely. We play the same way from when the time hits 0 to the time hits 40. We just playing hard as we can. Unfortunately, we were enough to, make shots coming down the stretch, and unfortunately, weren't able to make the last shot. But yeah, I can't, go wrong with the amount of effort that our team put in tonight coming down the stretch when we were down 14.
You were part of the crew that defended Dennis Smith Jr., and that's a guy whose name will be called very early in the lottery this year. What were kind of the keys to defending him? And you had to make him earn his 18 points. I mean, 6 of 13 from the floor, but there were spurts where he wasn't really seeking his shot that much. What was the game plan going in, and how were you guys able to execute it?
We just stick to the same game plan like we plan anybody. Just high hands, make him shoot contested jump shots. He's a really good player. He was able to miss. He was able to make some of those hard contested jumpers that we made him shoot. But we just try to keep him honest, and he gonna make a couple, but he was also able to miss some, so we took advantage of the misses.
I don't know if you were even alive when Valparaiso hit that buzzer beater in the NCAA tournament against Ole Miss, but that final play that you guys executed, it was almost a carbon copy of one of the seminal moments in NCAA tournament history. And it was beautifully executed. How often have you guys worked on that end-of-game situation and Quentin Stevens taking the baseline pass and heaving it about 70 feet to Ben Lammers? How much of that had been a part of your guys' preparation? Maybe not so much this game, but throughout the season working on those types of scenarios?
We definitely have a lot of plays up our sleeves that we can call. We work at them at practice and shoot around. We just go over a bunch of full-court plays, whether we need a three or just a quick shot. We just work on those. So, yeah, we were prepared.
All right. Josh, we appreciate the time. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
That is Josh Okogie, 25 points tonight to go along with 4 rebounds, a couple of blocks, and a steal. Yeah, I know it's a tough loss, especially when you look at the free throw shooting. That might have been due to some tired legs, but, boy, that comeback, it revealed a lot of the character of your team.
Well, our guys have fought back every game this year. I mean, every time we've been down, besides the Duke game, we have fought and found a way to come back. And I was so proud of our guys' late game execution. Man, they executed so well late. Look, we just missed a lot of 50-50 balls, and I pride our guys on that, and we were short on those 50-50 balls, and especially the first half. And second half we got some stops. I mean, defensively they ended up only shooting a little better percentage than we want. Second half we guarded much better, but they had some late shot clock threes. Dennis Smith, that's why he's a top 5 pick in the draft. And free throw shooting got us. And I'd also tell you that when Ben Lammers doesn't play well, he was 1 for 9, and he was 4 for 8 from the free throw line, 3 turnovers. Is just and Ben's carried us all year. It's hard for us to win. If Ben Lammers plays not well, it's hard for us. And the other thing though is, probably lack of depth has hurt. This is where AD could have helped us if he didn't get injured, but that's just part of it. And that's where part of it, where my assistants and me got to come out and go get some recruits for going for next year, so we have better depth.
Maybe some of those missed free throws in the first half and the offensive rebounds given up. Nobody has his finger on the pulse of a team better than the head coach. Did you sense your guys maybe were still fatigued from having played on Sunday night?
I mean, it was such a hard-fought game on Sunday, and you have such a quick turnaround. But that's just there's no excuse for that. We had to find a way, and I'm just really proud of the guys on how they bounced back. Listen, we've all seen teams where you're down 14 and avalanches to 25. I mean, for us to even have a shot, all you can ask for is a shot to win the game. And we've had this game in Virginia Tech where we've had the last shot to win the game, and they both didn't fall our way, but we had one in Notre Dame and it fell our way. And so, sometimes you're going to get some breaks along the way, but that's what makes this league so tough. And we're going to have to steal one on the road. I've been very upfront with guys, and I feel if we're 9-9 in the league, we'll be in the NCAA tournament. We got to get to 9-9, but in order to do that, now we're going to have to steal one on the road. Or we can go 10-8 and win the next 3. So, but no matter what happens, we just got to keep fighting, keep getting better, and we'll go from there.
Homer Drew would have been proud of that last play.
Yeah, well, that we've worked on it. We work on late game situations, and we executed late, and we've executed well late all year long. And we missed a lot of layups today on both. I mean, it was as bad as it was Boston College's first half. The difference is we missed them both halves, and this game. But hey, that's part of it. That's the ACC, and this one will sting, but. That's all part of, as I've told everybody, that's all part of the rebuild job. We're still in year 1 of a rebuild. We've had some great wins, but that's all part of us growing as a program, growing as a team, that we've got to increase. Like one of the key areas, obviously, is depth. You got to get a couple more guys so you can, at a higher level and to help on that. And then we got to continue to develop our bench. So guys like Vess and AD, we got to continue to develop them. They're still young. We got to continue to develop Christian Matthews and Justin Moore is going to continue to get better. So we just got to continue to develop, get guys better, and but this is all part of the maturation process as we rebuild this thing.
They don't reveal the voting, but I think it's fair to say Dennis Smith Jr., Josh Okogie will be in some order 1-2 in the league and for freshman ACC Player of the Year. And Josh had 25 points. Your takeaways in the night he had?
I thought he was pretty good offensively in areas with his speed. He had 0 assists and 3 turnovers. That's not a good stat, and I don't think he wasn't real good defensively. He's got to be better for us defensively. He had some breakdowns. Now, I love him. He's a stud. I mean, he's a catalyst for what we're trying to build here, and I'm rolling with him. I'm 2 feet in with Josh Okogie all the way. But with that, in the minutes he's playing, he can't have the breakdowns defensively, and these are things that he's got to get better at and just continue to improve at.
All right, well, Coach, you get an extra day off before you head to Notre Dame Sunday night. Jackets in the Fighting Irish at 6:30. Terrific comeback, just falls short tonight. Coach, we appreciate the time. Thank you.
Thanks, Andy.